Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2021 Kia Stinger GT2, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The 2021 Kia Stinger is not your everyday sedan. With its coupe-like styling, standard rear-wheel drive, and an available turbocharged V6 engine that thumps out 365 horsepower, the Stinger evokes the style and performance of a European sports sedan. Yet it's also quite practical. Its hatchback design opens up more cargo room than almost any other sedan in its class, and comes with Kia's great warranty. Granted, this sedan isn't for everybody. It's more expensive than commonplace sedans such as the Honda Accord and Toyota Camry, and arguably not as prestigious as an Audi or a BMW. But overall, I think Kia has come up with a great niche sedan that delivers impressive performance at an accessible price. The 2021 Kia Stinger is a midsize sedan with a hatchback-style liftgate. It's sold in 4 trim levels: GT line, GT, GT1, and GT2. The GT line is powered by a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. That engine makes 255 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. All others use a turbocharged 3.3-liter V6 engine. That engine makes 365 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. An 8-speed automatic transmission and rear-wheel drive are standard across the board, and all-wheel drive is available on any trim level. The base model Stinger for 2021 is the GT line. It has a starting Msrp of $33,090, and the entry GT line starts you off with 18-inch alloy wheels, keyless entry and ignition, auto-dimming rear-view mirror, dual-zone automatic climate control, power-adjustable driver's seat, heated front seats, leather upholstery, 7-inch touchscreen, 6-speaker audio system, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wireless charging pad, rear parking sensors, and blind spot monitor with rear cross-traffic alert. The Stinger GT line has one notable option package that's called the Sun and Sound package, and includes a sunroof, power adjustable passenger seat, 8-inch touchscreen, a navigation system, and a 15-speaker Harman Kardon premium audio system. Moving up from the base model, you had the GT. The GT starts at $39,590. In addition to the potent V6 engine, upgrading to the GT nets you 19-inch wheels, LED headlights, a limited slip differential in rear-wheel drive or torque vectoring if you choose all-wheel drive, ambient interior lighting, power adjustable passenger seat, 9-speaker audio system, front parking sensors, and adaptive cruise control. The GT1 starts at $45,490. The GT1 includes additional luxury features such as adaptive suspension dampers, auto-dimming exterior mirrors, automatic wipers, sunroof, power adjustable steering wheel, digital instrument panel, driver's seat memory settings, ventilated front seats, 8-inch touchscreen, a navigation system, 15-speaker Harman Kardon premium audio system, 4 collision mitigation, and lane departure mitigation. The highest spec 2021 Stinger is the GT2. It starts off at $50,390. And in addition to everything I've mentioned, you get adaptive headlights, premium leather upholstery, adjustable thigh extension and side bolsters for the driver's seat, 4-way lumbar adjustment for the passenger seat, heated rear seats, a 360-degree camera system, and heads-up display. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the 2021 Kia Stinger. We are going to build and price the top spec GT2. Real quick, before we get started, however, I just want to remind you to take a look at some of my other related build and price reviews. I've put links in the description below. These aren't cars that always necessarily compete, but I think you'll like, such as I just recently did a build and price review of the 2021 Genesis G70 3.3T in all-wheel drive. Very nice sedan. I also did the 2021 Kia K5 in the GT line with all-wheel drive. And I know I mentioned more commonplace sedans such as the Honda Accord and the Toyota Camry, but I particularly like the 2021 Toyota Camry XSE with the V6 engine. I do like that vehicle. It's very nice. So, After you watch this video, make sure you watch one or two of those other videos as well. And FYI, this video was done by special request. So if you have a build and price review you'd like to see me do, just leave a comment below. Okay, so before we actually build and price our 2021 Stinger GT2, let's check out all the features first. Speaking of features, the very first thing that Kia shows us on the Stinger sales page is the GT line. And honestly, the GT line is one heck of a value. It's the base model, starts at $33,090, and you're getting a lot. You get the leather interior. The only thing you're really kind of missing, if you don't really care about the ultimate speed, you're down really over 100 horsepower, I guess. But yeah, that's the only drawback really, is the 2-liter engine. But you do get a lot for your money with even the base model Stinger, is what I'm trying to say. All right, before we get to those features, let's interact with our Kia Stinger. We can do a 360 virtual walk around. You know what? The Stinger is a nice looking car. There's a Kia dealership not too far from me, and occasionally I do drive by there, and they do have some Stingers sitting out at the corner, you know, high visibility, a lot of traffic at that corner, and they're nice. This one here is called High Chroma Red. This is the paint scheme on this one. This one's called Micro Blue Pearl. We've got Ceramic Silver. We've got Pantera Metal, right? Just a gray. We've got Snow White Pearl, and then we have the Aurora Black Pearl as well. Now, as far as interior trims are concerned, what's the deal with that? Here we can interact. Okay, we can interact with this. And what color is this? We have to mouse over to see it. This is the red Napa leather, right? Because even the base model gets leather interior. This is the red Napa leather interior. I don't know if the base model gets Napa leather interior. I wouldn't go that far. But it's nice, isn't it? Yeah, it is. The infotainment screen's a little small, but it's still a really nice car. Really nice car. So that's the red Napa leather interior. Love the sport pedals, the sport dead pedal there, flat bottom steering wheel. It's all there. All the pieces are there. Now we've got the black leather interior here. All right, so now we got the black leather interior. That looks nice. Nothing wrong with that. That's a nice, safe selection there. And then moving forward, what is this? Now this is I guess this is going to be your standard red leather, because it didn't say Napa leather this time. And then what do we got over here? Now they're showing us the black Napa leather. All right, so really you've got red leather or black leather, either in, I guess, regular leather or the Napa variant. All right, well, let's go over the features here. They're obviously telling us about some design features. They're talking about the aerodynamic design of the 2021 Stinger, how it's got the drag minimizing exterior A-pillar. For those of you who don't know, this right here is an A-pillar. Right here between the doors here is a B-pillar, and back here would be known as a C-pillar. Back here would be known as your C-pillar. So here they're just talking about the design, how it reduces turbulence and all that other kind of stuff. Lets air pass through the vehicle efficiently. Here they're talking about the fastback silhouette, right? Long hood, deeply raked windshield, low slung cabin, right? It's a good looking car. I mean, it's no Audi A7, don't get me wrong. But it's a nice car. Okay, moving on. So LED lights. So the Stinger offers available LED headlights that feature distinctive jewel-like LED turn signals. And then there are standard LED daytime running lamps as well. Here they're talking about the dark chrome accents. So they've minimized the bright work, right? The chrome trim around the doors up here, around the windows, I should say, around the windows and everything. So that's a dark chrome accent. And here around the back end of the car, the rear design details. They talk about the standard LED tail light design, the quad exhaust outlets, right? You got dual exhaust outlets on each side. And they say you've got aggressive, wide fenders. It does have a pretty wide stance, doesn't it? Okay, so moving on, talking about those engines. Here is the 3.3-liter twin turbocharged V6 engine. All of the top 3 trim levels get this motor. The base model, right, which is still a nice vehicle, which, as I was saying, the GT line gets this 2-liter engine, right? It's down what, 110 horsepower, but it's all good. It's down a lot of horsepower, but it's still got plenty of pep. 255 horse, 260 torque. There it is. That's your base model engine. Here, all they're letting us know is that if you want, you can have the Kia Stinger with all-wheel drive with torque vectoring control. So other features of the Stinger for 2021. So they're talking about the chassis here. So I guess we've moved on to performance features. And here they're talking about the electronically controlled suspension. If you go with the rear-wheel drive, this is standard here. You get the limited slip differential system. And then here they're talking about there's drive modes. And all that. So they don't really get into the modes themselves, but they say that the systems, the engine, transmission, suspension, and steering, they all optimize together throughout these different modes, whichever ones you happen to choose that they don't really go through. So let's talk about wheels and brakes. They're showing you obviously the Brembo brakes. They're large 4-piston brakes up front and 2-piston calipers out back. They're very nice. A lot of manufacturers are rolling with Brembo brakes these days. Very, very Brembo's, their business is booming, huh? At any rate, you can get the Michelin tires on here. The Stinger GT rear-wheel drive models feature 19-inch Michelin Pilot Sport 4 summer tires. Those tires are 255/40 19s up front, 255/35 19s out in the back. And then here, standard on all GT trims, these striking wheels, they say. Lightweight design, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, this picture would denounce quality and craftsmanship. They even use the word craftsmanship. So they're trying to let us know that this car is put together nicely. Let's move on to the interior. Here they say the interior has an it's aviation inspired. The dash is wing-like design. I don't necessarily, I kind of see that, but not so much, right? The circular spoked air vents, right? Okay, I get it. Floating display screen. Well, I can clearly see it sitting right there, so I wouldn't necessarily call it floating. They're far-reaching, but the interior is nice. There's nothing wrong with the interior. The Kia Stinger features a driver-centric seating setup, right? Low slung seating profile, ergonomic contoured bucket seats cradle you in every curve. Going back to that quality and craftsmanship thing, they throw in talking about their premium materials, how they use metallic accents, standard leather trim seats, available Napa leather. Yeah, they're trying to let you know. They're trying to set a precedence. And at the end of the day, the GT2 is $50,000. That's not a cheap vehicle. So Kia offers something called the Uvo E Services that give you some things like points of interest, My Car Zone, which what does this kind of do? It gives you speed alerts, curfew limits, things like that. So I guess if you let teenagers or other people drive your car, you can kind of check on them, see what they're up to. It also lets you know about service reminders and diagnostics if it detects issues and things like that. So this is your Uvo E Services. The top tier GT2, and I think the GT1 get the digital dash. So this is available 7-inch TFT digital gauge cluster and everything, which is very, very nice. Like that. The top tier GT2, which is reason enough for me to love it, is heads-up display. If you watch the channel, you know I love heads-up display. Enough said on that. Shift by wire, right? So it's not really cable-driven anymore. Lots of vehicles are like that. And then you got the Harman Kardon sound system. Now, every vehicle, technically, even the base model, if you go ahead and get that GT line package or whatever it was, every vehicle, every model can get this Harman Kardon sound system. 720 watts it is, 15 speakers. So probably sounds unbelievable and amazing inside that vehicle. So here we got Kia DriveWise. This is like, suite of advanced safety features and stuff like this. Here they talk about the available smart cruise control with stop and go. Here's the available forward collision avoidance, right? What is this? Forward collision avoidance assist with pedestrian detection. Here's the available surround view monitor. There's the available blind spot collision warning. So far it hasn't said any of this stuff is standard. Lane keeping assist is an available option. So is the low beam assist dynamic, right? There you go. So we went through all the exterior. We went through all the features. Let's just kind of run over these gallery images. We're not going to take the super close-up look. We'll just load more. There's not a ton of them, right? And to be honest with you, honestly, these are probably the same images from last year. I did actually do the 2020 Kia Stinger the GT1. And I was noticing how the home page at the very beginning is exactly the same as it was last year. So they're not putting in a bunch of effort for, talking up this car so much. Put some more effort into your website. So here's our interior photos. And then after these interior photos, we can jump right over to the configurator here. So here's what I noticed, how many, let me see how many, let's find out how many Kia videos I've done. Okay, we could see over here, let's see right here, I've done actually 20 Kia videos, not as many as I thought, but 20 Kia videos, okay? Let's just keep that in mind. Now, it's taken me this many videos to figure out this. Now, every time I always complain about the Kia configurator because here we have the 2021 Stinger GT2 selected, and I come down here and say, oh, I want to, check a different color, and it would change the line. You see it changes the GT, see it changed the line. Well, today, just on a fluke, before I even selected the color, I do know that you can select options, and when you select options, you can just jump right on over and then select whatever model line you want. And when I did that, and then I came back up and closed this, then I was actually able to go through all the colors now. You see that? Without it actually changing the trim level. It's taken me 20 videos. This is my 21st video, Kia video, to figure that out. So yeah, we could see all the exterior colors for the actual GT2, and it's actually not changing the trim level. That's a small victory for me because that's always been, it always drove me crazy. So there we go. So what color do I want? How about the Pantera Metal? Let's do Pantera Metal. And then let's choose seat trim. Why not the red Napa leather? I don't think we need to look at it again, but why not the red Napa leather? That's the upscale variant. Why not do that? As far as options are concerned, this thing's loaded. If we choose some of these other options, well, I guess we could choose torque vectoring if we wanted to get all-wheel drive. So let's go ahead and choose torque vectoring because I would like to have all-wheel drive. That does not change our spec. We're still sitting at GT2, I'm pretty sure. And so, no, everything in the GT1 trim plus, yes. And then all these things down here on the right-hand side, these are really, honestly, they're just accessories. Puddle lights, remote start. I thought remote start, like push-button start from the outside of the car. That's actually cool. I was going to say, you can pick any of these up, but honestly, you can. Wheel locks, cargo nets, all this kind of stuff. It's all stuff that you can get at the dealer at any time. So the reality is we can go ahead and click this summary button up here and move on. Because with Kia's configurator or Honda's and other Japanese and Korean manufacturers, normally you just kind of get what you get and there aren't really any, it's not like a Mercedes or a BMW where you can nickel and dime the car and keep going and add more of this and more of that. These things kind of are what they are. So a GT2 Stinger is pretty much loaded, and as you can see, there's nothing really to pick. You pick what color leather you want, and you pick what color exterior paint you want, and then you can look over here and pick some accessories, and then you cut them a check for what looks to be, $54,000, so just under $55,000. So yeah, it's a nice car. I do like the Kia Stinger. I actually did a build-in price of the 2018 Kia Stinger as well. So this is my third build-in price of the Stinger. So obviously I like the vehicle. Definitely a thumbs up on it. So yeah, on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you found this review of the 2021 Kia Stinger GT2 helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.